indeed. And next to Wendy,
Hi, everybody. These guys. Front row, I've noticed.
October 1st marks 12 years since that scene we got on the previously on the whole Tony, you are so handsome, funny, loved. That was the last time we saw your characters together on screen on NCIS. Back then in 2013, did you imagine that you'd be launching your own spin-off now?
No. No, it was a really sad day. And I don't think Michael and I really talked much about that day. It was really heartfelt. And there's this epic picture that somebody took of us walking back to the trailer, and we were holding hands, and my head was sort of resting on his shoulder. And I remember sort of saying these really beautiful things, saying thank you so much, and you were such a great partner, and you've been such a great friend, and you've been such a great teacher. Little did I know that you would keep teaching me.
Hardest 180 of my life.
Oh.
What was it like there on that tarmac that night? Was it a cool night, a warm night? Did the weather cooperate?
Southern California. It's pretty much like always.
I had to steady the heartbeat. So I think at one point I remember saying something like, God, I wish I could have like a little something to just drink. And I'm not, I don't drink that often, but I felt like that if I was ever gonna have anything on set, I was like, a little glass of something, just to, steady my heart.
Now, Cody.
But that for me was it wasn't easy until I knew where I was.
You're both executive producers this time around. What did that add to the experience for you?
What you guys need to know about Michael is that today he's been doing a lot of these little And I'm like, what is going on? There's no words coming out of his mouth, but there's a lot of So please go into it, because obviously that is fused by a feeling.
How was being executive producer, how was that a change for you in being an actor and an executive producer?
Yes, tell us, Cody.
Oh, thank you so much. I felt it was a great privilege because we got to be a part of, for example, the casting process. That was a thing that I'd never done as an actor. No one ever asked me if I wanted to, audition someone or what I thought of somebody's performance, or if and the great thing about it was we were asked about all of this cast, fabulous cast. And Michael and I called each other and we're like, okay, which are your picks? And all of our picks were exactly the same.
Yeah.
And that was we were right on the same page. So that was, not that it surprised me, but anyway.
And we do have very different, like I will watch the dailies, I have this compartmentalized way of, I want to sort of see where the cameras are going to be and what lenses we're using and what the, and I'll go by the DP, the director of photography's tent, and talk to him about what the, saturation is for the color or whatever. I mean, and not that I understand any of it, but I want to make it look like I'm earning my money. And then, and Cody, and you are someone who's like, there are incredibly, Steve Law's director of photography, just so talented, and all the writers, all the people on set, the producers, each production element, the head of each department was just like spot on. The set design, the locations, the wardrobe.
Yeah. We're revisiting characters, so in many ways we were having meetings with people that were meeting these characters for the first time.
Sure.
So we were saying, hey, yes, so it's a little bit more this way, and so that part was really interesting. Obviously we gave a couple of ideas at the beginning to John about, for example, like, I would love to be in a wedding dress, and then he had to somehow solve that. But that part was really fun, the creative part was really fun. Once it starts going and you're in front of the camera for hours and hours and hours, it's very hard to be doing what producers are doing and, you know, the writers are doing. Everyone, you trust that everyone's gonna do their part, you know, because we're in front of the camera.
I wanted to ask about